This video and the OmniX team are sponsored by the Dragon Cards. Dragon Cards provide you all the TCG products and accessories you need for every major game on the market. Get 5% off on your Digimon TCG product and accessories order by going to dragoncard.nl and entering the code OmniXWin at checkout. Thank you to the Dragon Cards.
Hello there, I'm Lives from OmniX and I'm here to try to remember and tell you what I can remember about the past regional in Italy that I actually won. So we managed to win with Beelstar, and I will try to describe my choice of cards and the matchups that we had. And mainly I want to bring some glory to the Black Toyagumon that no one's played. Like, he's the best boy and he deserves some love. So I'm here trying to fix that as well. Like, look how cute it is. But yeah, we managed to actually win a regional and let's talk about it. But first, let's look at the foiling on this card. Like, it's pretty incredible. Yeah, I wish more cards had the foiling like this and you didn't have to win a regional for it, but I guess this is it. So let's start. Okay, so I'm not going to do a full deck profile here. I already have one video about it, and this list is just another iteration of my same list that I brought to France and also in Spain. I just changed a few things, radios, things like that. But for this tournament here in Italy, I decided to go for consistency because it's the less fun way to play the deck, but the best way to have a chance at winning. So these are the cards that I will consider the core of the engine. I think they are pretty common. I know that some people play like 7 of level 4, they maybe remove one Scoopmon. I did it as well, but I just want full consistency with this great card that allows a lot of plays. So it is there. Nothing to say about the teamers. We want all of them. Beelstar, you know. Other people also do like 3 Lady Devi, Satella. I was one of those, but this time around I want full consistency. I want to see this card as soon as possible as kickstarts my engine. So for me it's a mandatory for off as of now, even if the space is really tight. And for option, like they're standard, I really want to play like 4 Hurricanes, but I don't know how to make space for it. And I was playing 4 Hurricane, 3 Red Pine Trigger, but I know that if I wanted to have a better chance at winning, I needed the most boring way to play, but the more efficient way, and that is trashing security and do it as much as possible. Wonder Blitz, I did remove one of the other ones. I would say just because of space. I don't know how to fit things, so one off for me is fine. I draw a lot. I'm going to see the cards eventually, and I also have Satella for the Digivolve, so they serve me well even as a one off. Pretty cool. And from this list, I guess the thing that is more strange could be the Toyagumon, my best boy. Everyone wants to play the red one, and because of that I initially started to use this one because I wanted to test more decks option and I didn't want to bottom deck them. Drew on me, and it's actually my favorite card of the deck, and I just love it over the other one. In any, it doesn't matter, it's just to draw 2 cards and that's it. Even in the back if you are desperate, but best boy, play more with this one, like he's the best one. But yeah, so this is the core of the engine. Now, beside the ratio that I mentioned, things that I have tried, like in France I was playing the one of Marsmon because I was really scared of Galactic, and this was my way out of Galactic. Basically, you evolve into this, get plus 3k DP, you swing with it, plus 3k more, and you can battle the Galactic and kill it. And it's also not a wasted card because even in other matchups you can still evo into it on your first attack and you battle trash one security, advancing your game plan. It did its job. The bad thing about him is that he doesn't have the color for Ruin, that spoiler is one of the deck cards. It was pretty fun, not the best, but having an out to immune things pretty good, but he didn't make it for Italy. Another deck that I tried to play for Spain was the Arrested Dramon. Basically, I just like this card and I like the idea of having a Gato, Evo into Gato, swing and trigger the things for going up the stack if I was missing something, or just ride into something with piercing, do the check anyway, or do the 2 checks, go into Beelstar and suspend. It happens sometimes, but not as often. I really enjoyed it, but pretty bad in the middle with all the options that you can check. In this meta, I think it cannot be played too much, but it was fun. That was the past. So for the present, for the winning list, these are the cards that I will define like as a free choice. Like, this card could be anything. Maybe there are two that I would never change, these two, but these are free and just put what you want. It should work quite well. So the first one is going to be, for me, Kaiser Leomon. I just love this card too much. I know some people play Louis as well for moving out from the breeding zone, but I just prefer this because it's also has a level 4, so I'm less likely to brick on level 4, and trust me, I have bricked with 8 level 4 way too many times. But yeah, this is like a 2 cost over Asuna being for game, if you can it. If you cannot, you can also go up the stack and do your things. The best thing is baiting the opponent with this Asuna, like you put them on the field and if they send you to 5, surprise, I can still play the game. Also it's 6k, so you can play around ruin mode with it. And the best part that you can evo on a level 4 for 1 cost. So you can actually evo on Gato if you need to get the extra draw, swing, trigger Gato effect to load the things and evo up the stack. Usually keep it for closing the game or if I really need to make a stack. Shine Game ruin mode, not much to say about this one. You don't let the opponent play. It's not as good, I think, now because there are many ways to play for the decks that are out against it. Like they are going to digivolve it or just straight out kill it in the same turn. I guess the mirror, is pretty cool if they cannot go into Gato. Not much to say about this card, it's too strong. Diana, I tried this card also in Spain, and I like the floodgate that it does, so I decided to keep this over anything else just for, or mainly for the Volcanos matchup, and also as an out to Marsmon, Kalismon. Like you play it, you remove the source of Kalismon and you kill it. No fortitude, no coming back. Overall it's a strong card. Like not much else to say, it's pretty good, and you can strip sources. Not good in the mirror, like I never want to use this in the mirror, but otherwise it's pretty strong. Miss training. I was playing 2 before, but I needed to make space for my last card, so I decided to remove one. It's a strong card. Scramble. And yeah, I've been for a long time now undecided on what to put between Scramble or Calling. Everyone has his pros and cons. Like I wanted Calling to probably kill my stack, rebuild it, or I guess Volcanos to just remove my things from the field so you cannot discount it. But in the end I opted for Scramble because the possibility of playing a body is too useful to pass out on. Getting back a card like the one-off Ruin or Kaiser is enticing for me, and the discount on Evo good as well. The last trick that I like is when you have 2 of this Asuna out and you also have Scramble, so the opponent might be tempted to not give you 5 memory to lock them because you're going to play something anyway, and you can punish that really hard. Personally, I don't think I will change anything from it because I try to think hard on how to make it as consistent as possible. This is what I ended up with. I really want the 4 Hurricane, but I have no idea how to put it in. Like back to Agumon forever in my deck. Like I can never change it now. It's my thing, so it's going to stay there. Diana could be the one that changes depending if I need a deck for something, but for the other I don't see a reason to change anything else. I know that some people play Kalismon. I didn't get a chance to try it, but I don't like it because I'm playing only one Satella, so it can easily be the Digivolved. I just want, this time around I wanted to play not my fan version of Control Beelstar, but just full aggro Beelstar. Move out, trash securities, do it as fast as possible and put pressure on the opponent and just do your thing. Now let's talk about the matchups that I had. Also, I forgot to mention that another reason for playing Purple Scramble is that I actually got to play with Wizardmon. Pretty good. My first game was against Big Break. So, not much to say about this match. He never had a little line. I felt pretty safe most of the time because he would have either one of the tamer or the other one, so I would choke or would use my full memory depending on what he had on the game. I tried to do the less check possible, try to trash as much as possible in this matchup and actually commit when he will move out and do things. This was 2-0, sorry. Beelstar in the mirror with a teammate, Rich Life. This one didn't go much well, and by the way, he didn't use the ace, but I'm showing pretty cards here. Beelstar Mirror, I lost 2 games and won only 1. The first game I was super bricked with option, like I had all the Hurricane, Hellbent triggers in hand, 4 or 5, and drew also the other one. Not too much I could do there. Second game, but I remember that on the third game I was having a hard time finding a level 5, and he played well and put pressure on me, so at one point I had to move out and attempt to find it and get my stack, but I got stuck on a Scopemon. So yeah, not even a Kato as a level 5. I was stuck on that, I couldn't continue the play, and that was it. My only loss of the day. Next game was about Jupiter. I won 2-1, and it was actually pretty scary, this game, because the first game I managed to win, the second one was a loss, and then on the third one we were basically at time, and before 2-0 I had to do my play that was just a desperate Beelstar in the front trying to draw cards, and I think I started my first play with a Scopemon with a Hurricane from my hand under, oh no, maybe it was another Scopemon, I don't remember now, but I had to do that to be able to play the game, and I was left in my hand with 3 or 4 cards, and 3 of those were the option, Hurricane, the Blitz. So yeah, I think it was pretty much over, even if I have a rookie in the back. His turn was turn 0, he of course cleared my stack, and since he wanted to win, he tried to do 2 checks with I just summon, so he would be able to attempt the victory on his last turn. But from security, the first 2 checks were actually 2 Hasuna that allowed me to discard the option and draw 2 cards, so my hand immediately became good, and he ended the turn in Jupiter, trashing another security, and that security was Red Paint Trigger. Basically, I had everything I needed to close the game next turn, and that was just unlucky from his side. Vulcanos is a matchup that I'm actually pretty scared about, because as soon as we are at 4 security or 3, it gets scary. But I don't think he's seen done in Yuki. I trashed it from security many times. I managed to win 2-0, and both game I tried to trash all the security without any checks, to not give anything at all. So I felt safe because there was not any Yuki, and I just played it and it worked. Back to another bit break. The second big break was more scary because I won 2-1. First game good, second game was not okay. I didn't manage to do much there, and the final game I got lucky once again, because this was the game where I described the Beelstar stack attacking and removing the 4 security immediately, but I was left out with nothing. He managed to go into Atratus, and I was at 4 security. I knew he had Morak Lizard from Inent to actually close the game if he would check all the 4 security. So he go up to a status, he's now at 0 security, and he swing, forced to check nothing special. Swing again to remove the last 2, and there is Ruin Mode, and he couldn't barrier. So the Tatus died there. With 1 security, I was able to actually put a rookie in the back and leave him to, I don't remember if 1 or 3, but he didn't have enough memory or things to remove 1 security and then close the game. This one was pretty scary. Next match was about Bears. I didn't remember much what Bears are doing, so slightly scared but slightly happy because it should be manageable with Beelstar. I would say that the first game I did win, also thanks to Diana. I would just strip the things from Kalis, kill it, and when he will move out again, Diana effect again to remove the sources. He cannot swing with the level 5 to Evo, and with attrition I managed to win. And the second game, well, I think he got a bit unlucky because when he went into the Kalismon stack on the first check or second check, there was a red bite trigger that removed it. So I didn't have to worry about the fortitude at all. And just kill it, do your things, and put pressure. And if they cannot answer, you close the game. And for the final game of Swiss, we have a Medusa's matchup. I was pretty scared of this matchup, but now that I think about it, I also in Spain I have a 2-0 against Medusa, so I guess it's manageable as long as we find their blitz. and I was playing one and also one Satella, but I did manage to find it. And on the second game, my first hand I did the release and I didn't mulligan because I won that card. I don't care about anything else. And I think also my opponent moved out too quickly. I guess he was forced to, but then I can clear it, give you as little memory as possible, trash your things, and maintain the advantage there. And yep, that's how it was won. And then it was the top cut time, and I was for the first time actually anxious here because there was the real possibility of winning the uncut sheet that I really wanted. It was pretty scary, the first one, and it was with a matchup that I had to read every card because I didn't know any of them, or a couple I did, but most of them no. And it was blue hybrid, but yeah, blue hybrid with their things, with Angel Garurumon throwing themselves and taking my security to end, and the new damage that I don't remember what it does, but it was scary every time. I was so scared, but I managed to win on the first game, and in the second game I managed to win also under the effect of Ice Wall. So I had to play with the Hurricane and Beelstar X to maintain the memory, to do the last wing, or also go hybrid for game. A lot of things there, but it happened. I don't know how I did it because I don't know how the deck works, but just trust the security, swing, do your things the Beelstar boring way, but that's the way to win, I guess. Beelstar player, still not playing DS, but this one I managed to win 2-1, and I was more relaxed now, both for this game and the final game, because I got my uncut sheet. I was happy, so I didn't care about anything else. And specifically this game, like, is from a local player from where I play, so it just felt like we were playing another local, fully focused and trying to bash on each other and win. Yeah, I don't remember much about the first game or the second, but I remember that on the last one I managed to ruin lock him. He tried to remove the ruin that I could take back with Scramble, but I didn't need to use it again because I had a little line to close the game there. But yeah, the mirror is a war of attrition. I remove you, you remove me. I need to find a way to not let you use the heavy or remove your next body, and that's how you play it basically. Yeah, it worked. But the final was against, it was DS Olympus box, and yeah, I was not sure about this deck, what I was supposed to do, how to do it. It was quite scary, but I had a lot of fun. Like, the opponent was pretty great. We both had time to chit chat and say crazy things, and also time for serious thinking. And the final, for us, like, I managed to win 2 here. It went on for like more than 2 hours, and for us it felt like 20-30 minutes. But yeah, it was a long match, a big war of attrition here. I think both games he managed to Homeros and then Minerva to put Suma Homeros, so he was with 3 Homeros on the field. On the first game I also did a mistake of leaving 2 bodies, so he was able to go into Neptune. The way I played this is initially, when I didn't want to try to win the game but just set up resources, I would just let him use the Homeros, gain all the memory, gain all the effect, doesn't matter. And then when I felt like I was set up and wanted to push to remove security and gain the advantage slowly, I started to always leave him at 5 or 6 to just remove the Homeros and do your things once or twice and let me battle with that. And I loved every different puzzle I had to solve every time. It was a fun matchup, but it's really tiring and long. On the second game as well, like I mentioned, 3 Homeros on the field, yay! This time around I always send them to 5 or 6. I didn't care, all my plays were around doing that. I managed to have one Satella to a Beelstar stack, but I would just like Evo my other rookie into Gato and Beelstar for 6, I don't care. Remove all of those, chip the security and continue the attrition and be set up to actually restart next turn. Like, I think the secret with Beelstar is that you're playing every turn, so you never have a downtime. Like, even if you cannot attack, you can trash, do things, set up more. Yeah, that's what I did. He did crazy things when I managed to have like 3 Beelstar on the field. He played Merukimon and he played Evo into Quartzmon. I didn't know Quartzmon. He basically suspended all my things, gained memory, leaving me at 1. It seems like he also, when he will swing, he can trash my security depending on the number of suspended things on the field, and that was pretty scary. But yeah, even with the memory, I had 2 as soon as, so I will get the memory, and then I will do my things and killing, leaving at 5. So alright, you saved 1 turn. Now do your thing so I can do it again next turn, always with a Sparrow setup in the back to go again. I'm sorry I cannot go in more detail because I don't even know what happened in those games. It was the Olympus, I removing the Olympus, another Olympus, me removing them, he removing me. It was back and forward like that. In the end I managed, and actually I had a board with 4 Beelstar. In the end he let me because he had a Venus that could remove one, but for the love we managed to have the 4 Beelstar in the field to close for game, and he actually self-inflicted the loss because he taunted my Beelstar to swing for the last check and he didn't block, so yeah, we actually managed to win. I didn't expect it, but it happened, and those were the matchups. It was a great tournament and I had fun with every person that I actually met. Pretty cool people, and yeah, it was a pretty good experience this time around.